Hi there, my name is Maria Chisholm or Osgood. Some people know me by either. I am currently owned and loved by Swiss and Pink Eye Creams. I am located down in Farnham in Surrey, so south. Reason why I'm doing this is I have a passion for the Swiss, and I really want to help people who are struggling with understanding how to breed them correctly and what we should be looking for. As many people know, that Swiss are quite a new established full standard breed, so they still need all the support that they can get. I'm on the Swiss executive committee, and I'm also a RVCC executive committee member and a standards committee member. So I got my first Swiss back in 2018, not expecting really what I was really looking for. I just liked the look of them. It's taken me all these years. I'd probably say that I've only started making proper progress with them in the last 2 years. The reason for that is just understanding the breeding behind your pigs, understanding what to look for when you're putting certain ones together. And obviously someone's got to start from somewhere, so it is a progression. It's not just something that you just put 2 pigs together and think, oh, Bob's your uncle, there you go, I'm going to have winning Swiss. I'm always happy to help people if they need to have an outcross for their stock. So I just wanted to go through some of the babies versus 5 to 8s to the adults, what you should be looking for in this. Is just my perspective, by the way. Some other people might think differently, but obviously because they are a new established breed for the standard, it's quite important to, I think, to have as much awareness as possible for them in order to have that consistency when we are showing. And also, everybody's learning every day, so it's not a bad thing. Learning, we're always learning, forever learning. So there might be something, that I learn all the time from other breeders, and I think, oh God, I didn't think of it like that, or and if someone can take something away from my video that they learn from, then that's brilliant. So that's the whole purpose of this. I just wanted to share my story. So obviously my first Swiss came back in 2018. It was from a breeder who is on Facebook. He was a white Californian called Sid. And I just fell in love with the breed. So went on search for sales, which obviously, as most people know, are impossible. I started with 4 Swiss, which I brought from a lady down in Kent. Luna, stop! So I started literally from nothing. I didn't know the lineage and everything like this. So I've literally busted my balls from pet people and worked on my way up to where I am now. I think I'm quite consistent now I know what to look for when they're born. And I just tend to know what's going to be good in that. But that's just through a lot of practice and a lot of heartache and a lot of time and obviously a lot of money. I want to use her as a prime example. So she littered 3 weeks ago. As you can see, she's just going through molt. So when they're going through molt, I don't tend to touch them. I'll give them a brush, primarily when they leave their babies, I'll give them a bath, because that's when they'll start coming to coat properly. But so all this I just leave alone. I mean, you can see it's pulling out, but I don't tend to touch it. A lot of people think, oh, when they start looking like this, you start ripping that out. No, because she's in molt, what's the point? It's all going to fall out anyway. So it's when they start coming back, that's when I start sorting out the coat. So they normally molt from here all the way back. You'll start noticing little breakage in the shoulders. As you can see, it's not as long as the rest of the coat. So when I'm breeding my sows, I want them cobby. I don't want a long body. I don't want them to have any coat faults, which is swells here, which we see so often. We don't want different coat directions. Yes, okay, she's got, wispy bits here and her coat's everywhere, but she has just littered. But genuinely, you want them a consistent coat length. Otherwise, you're going to end up ones with long hair, and it doesn't matter if they're molting or whatever. When they're small, they are a small version of what they're going to be when they get to an adult. Right, these are her babies. So as you can see, 2 are more short and cobby and typier than the lilac. If you can see, this has got a bit more of a snipier face. But overall they're quite uniform, like the 2 Goldens. I think they're lovely. These are an outcross. These are outcross of a line that I haven't actually used before. So it'll just be interesting to see how they turn out, to be honest. Definitely tell this one's a sow. You a sow? That's a sow. So sow, boar, sow. I love her. She's beautiful. What do I like about her? She's just short and cobby. She's got lovely head, bold eye. When those ears come down, she's going to be fantastic. She's got a good wave to her coat already. She's quite full of coat. He's nice as well. I like him. I like all. Lilacs, I don't know. They don't do nothing for me, but that's just personal preference. But generally, when I'm looking at the babies, right, she's just like a brick. Just love her. Scrumptious. Right, this boar is just hitting 5 months. He's just going in through molt. And the reason why I could tell that is because if you look at his front, it's completely different texture going back. Looks more woolly here. So as he's going into molt, he's just gone in with some sows. But as you can see, nice cobby body, very full of coat. He's got a nice eye, lovely head. Yeah, that's what I kind of look for in my boars. I also want my boars nice and cobby as well. I don't want long boars. I'll show you a boar that's quite long. But he's been one of my show under 5 boars. But as he goes through molt, that's when I normally chuck him in with the sow. Might as well have some fun while he molts. This is one of the sows that I've put him with. I think it's pretty self-explanatory as to why I did what I did. Because he's so even in coat, she is not. She's a bit all over where she's got coat going backwards, she's a bit flat here, she's a bit flat on the shoulder, kind of direction going everywhere. So I put him to her to give me sort of like better coat direction, really. Wait, she's a lovely sow though. Well, yeah, she's got the beautiful head, beautiful eye, ear. She is full of coat, but I just don't like the coat direction. So you would never find this on the table from me, because it's just not correct. This is the other sow that I put him with. Now again, she's got good wealth of coat. But, as you can see, it just doesn't sit right. Very forward here, very flat on sides. She just needs a little bit more frontal. Hasn't he's got it, but she's got a good head, good ear. Again, she's a nice cobby sow. I just don't like how her coat flats. And also, if you actually look, her texture, I just want more texture on that coat. Because it will sit better then. So yeah, that's the 2 sows that I put in with, and why. This is a 8-week-old boar. What I like about him, he's got a good wealth of coat already. I liked him from the moment he was born. Very much like the little teeny ones. He was like a little block. He's very cobby. He's going to have lovely furnishings. He's got a lovely head, eye and ear. And he's just starting to puff up now. He's so even all over, which is what I love as well. He's going to be a lovely addition to us. So, he's lovely. This is one of my adult show sows. She's currently in with a boar at the moment. She's got beautiful head, eye and ear. Again, this is what I like. She needs a little strip in there, but she's cobby. She's got an okay wealth of coat, but she just, her shape of her coat, and just her cobbiness of body, So what I want, the boar I've put her with has got, excels in coat. So that's why I put her with a boar with more coat. You're cheeky, aren't you? Yeah, so hopefully we get some nice little babies. But generally, you can see the consistency of what I have in my shed now. They are cobby, shorter in coat, even all over. To be fair, she's not groomed. So I don't have really anything that's wispy at the back, apart from they're really molting. But she's my boar, so why am I going to touch her? She's beautiful. Now this one's perfect to show you. So he was out of coat, he's just coming back in, if you can just see. So you've got all the wispiness coming. So you see this at the end. Give him a couple more weeks when it's a bit more even. I can strip all that out, okay? But as you can see in my cavies, even though that is dead, they're still even in coat. Even coming back in a molt, do you know what I mean? They're even, there's not much really to strip. That's because I've bred them this way. But in the standard, they are supposed to be short, cobby and puffball like. Now this for a dark-eyed white is just amazing. Can you see that texture on there? And he's got such a thick, massive coat. The only thing I don't like about him is just a tad, little bit long in body for me. But it doesn't mean that he won't make an excellent breeding boar. He's got the most beautiful head for a boar as well. I could do a little bit more here, but a head on that for a boar is just exceptional. And for a white to have this kind of texture and density, you don't see every day. So he's lovely. I love him. Okay, this is one of my son's pet boars. He's called Chicken. I don't know why. He just loves him so much. He actually gets scissored back because he's so long in coat. Pretty self-explanatory really why I wouldn't breed from this. His hair is all different lengths all the time. It goes in all different directions. He's short in ear, hasn't got the best eye. You wouldn't show that. You wouldn't even attempt to even strip that, because if you strip that, you're just going to hurt the pig. This is why when I breed, they're always uniform in coat, because you only have to take the ends out. You shouldn't be pulling. If your Swiss are long like this, and you're having to strip back, you're just going to rip coat out. You're not going to make any difference to the pig. This is in my opinion anyway. You're just going to hurt the pig. That's why I breed mine shorter coat and consistent all over, because then you're not hurting the pig when you're stripping the coat out, because that would hurt. That would hurt. And even if I pull all that out, it's not going to make him any better. He's a pet quality pig. And you, mate, you don't mind though, do you? You don't mind. Oh. But yeah, so there you go. Perfect example of a pet quality one. Bless him. You can see the swells there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to breed from that. You wouldn't want to show that either. This is another one of my breeding boars. Again, he's out of coat. He's in with a sow currently. Big head, bold eye, big ears. But even though he's, you can see at the back again. So if you go back to Chicken, he had loads of coat. This boar is still even all over, even though coming back into coats. See where I can just pull out those hairs. It wouldn't hurt him as much as in with Chicken. If I pulled all those that hair out to make him any better, it wouldn't be good. He's a nice big boar. He's producing some little crackers. So my golden white sow that's in the breeding pen, this is dad to her. So reason why I used him, he's just got a bit more chops to the mother. I'm doing a repeat mating on that litter, so I'll show you the mum of the golden white Californian sow. This is dad, and then I'll show you mum. So he's got, when he's in coat, he's got quite a nice leg. He's not too long. The only thing again I don't like about him is a little bit long in body, but to be honest, I always keep my sows more cobby than my boars, because you don't want to have too massively cobby, because then it's just too much. The two get too typey, and it's just, yeah, they don't look right. But yeah, he's an excellent breeding boar. So this is the sow that the cream and white mismarked is in with. She's mum to my golden white Californian. She's got an excellent head, really bold eye, good ear. She's got really, you can see the texture of her coat is really nice. She's got a good wealth of coat. But the one thing I want on her, I just want a bit more frontal. Just a bit more furnishings overall, really. I mean, she's molting, but you can still see. Let's see again with the molt. I only have to take out the wispy bits when her coat eventually comes back. So again, she's not too long. She's consistent. She's cobby. She's a nice pig. And she's produced me some absolute crackers, haven't you, sweetie girl? She's a good girl. She is also grandma to the first sow that I showed you with the little babies. So she's been a very, very influential sow in my stud. She's a babe. Well, there you go, guys. I just thought I'd show you a little bit about Swiss for now. Well, what the hell? Oh, do you know what? I'm used to having hay in my hair anyway. I just thought I'd show you just before I've meched and cut nails. If you have any questions or anything, please fire away. That's the whole purpose of this. If you have any disagreements or you feel like I missed anything out, please fire away. Happy and open to all. Hope you have an amazing Easter. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.